2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards.
Brings up third down.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a third and very long. And oh, that is going to be a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. He'll return it from the 6. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
For a Washington. They'll take over first and 10.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a first down carry by Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught right around the 6.
That's good.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle
be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
He was brought down.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
On first, they go right back to Howard. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tip.
Jarvis Landry, the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Jarvis Landry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. It loses him about 4 yards. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes this Washington 21. Browns 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
And he slings one that's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
49-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21, Browns 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mike 56. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike 56.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Lucas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, come on now. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Lucas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Just like that. 51.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Washington. 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
the play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a
gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
60 Bison. Here we go. Watch the pass.
18, looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mike 51. All day, baby, all day.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. I got him. Buffalo 18. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Lots of look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes this Washington 28, Browns 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To the right side, and he's got Landry complete.
The pass.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
4 at the 47-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
It's third down. 3rd and 13.
So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Man, I got you. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On first down, it's Lucas, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lucas. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
56 is Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11.
Check 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15.
Terry.
And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Again, it's Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
And 2.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll look to throw here. And he finds Howard complete. And he goes out right around the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll try the left side. It's Lucas. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
First down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give right side. It's Lucas. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Chase Young on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 15.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go with Howard again. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. That's taken in by Duvernay.
The pass.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he finds McLaurin. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my strength. 60 Eagle.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.